Once upon a time, in the heart of a deep forest, filled with colorful flowers and towering trees, there lived a giant gorilla. The gorilla was the strongest and kindest creature in the forest. It would wake up with the first rays of sunlight every day, wander through the forest, and help the other animals. The gorilla's soft fur would sparkle in the sunlight, and its big eyes would be filled with love and compassion. The gorilla respected all the living things in the forest and did everything it could to protect them. One day, the gorilla was walking through the forest when it saw a tiny squirrel cub fallen on the ground. The squirrel cub was sad and scared. It was alone and couldn't find its mother. The gorilla's heart ached for this tiny creature, and it gently picked it up. The squirrel cub started trembling in the gorilla's big hands. The gorilla spoke to the squirrel cub in a soft voice. "Don't be afraid. I will protect you." The squirrel cub calmed down to the gorilla's warm voice and kind eyes. The gorilla did not give the squirrel cub a name like Seviz, but simply called it Squirrel and took it to its own home. The squirrel found safety and warmth in the gorilla's soft fur. The gorilla fed the squirrel fresh fruits and delicious nuts every day. The squirrel would also stay by the gorilla's side every day and play games with it in the forest. The gorilla taught the squirrel how to climb trees, hide nuts, and listen to the sounds of the forest. The squirrel would tell the gorilla stories, sing songs, and make it laugh. Time passed. The squirrel grew up and became the gorilla's best friend. They would run through the forest together, climb trees, and embark on new adventures. The squirrel learned every corner of the forest thanks to the gorilla and made many new friends. The gorilla was always happy and peaceful, thanks to the squirrel's joy and energy. One day, a big storm came to the forest. Strong winds shook the trees, and thunder roared across the sky. The squirrel started to tremble with fear. The gorilla picked up the squirrel and took it to a large cave to protect it from the storm. After the storm subsided, the gorilla and the squirrel went to inspect the damage done to the forest. Many trees had been knocked down, flowers had been crushed, and houses had been destroyed. The squirrel was very sad, but the gorilla encouraged it. "Don't worry, squirrel," said the gorilla. "We can fix everything by working together." The gorilla and the squirrel